I'm TJ down at South Coast Vapor Company in Encinitas. We're located at 1532 Encinitas Boulevard. What we have here is a Beastmaster mod and a Patriot. And we're going to install our coils. So, the way I like to install is have my under wrap going to the negative and my over wrap going to the positive on both sides. So, here we go. Get that guy in there. Now flip it around and install this. Now you kind of got to finagle both these guys in here to make sure everything is nice and straight and proper. So I think we're gonna go this guy first, and I like to use my tools, make it easier instead of trying to dig into your atomizer with your fingers. A little tug. Make sure that guy doesn't pop out. Switch it around. Grab this one. Give it a little tug. And it's kind of tricky and a little tedious, but we're getting there. You don't want to pull too hard. Okay, now we're going to pull on the other side. Kind of guide it in with my thumb. See how tedious this is? But it's possible. We're getting there. All right. This guy out of the way. This guy push. Alright, we're almost there, guys. You also want to try and make sure that each coil is just about the same spacing away from your posts. That will allow it to burn a little more evenly. So you kind of gotta, finagle with it a little more than you would a regular dual coil installation. we're looking pretty good right now. Another thing you want to really look out for, it's really imperative that none of these wraps around these wicks are touching these posts. And we'll get to that right now. I'm going to go ahead and grab our screws. And tighten down my negatives first. Nice and snug. Okay. And now the next one. Alright, nice and snug. Okay. And after I do that, I'm going to make sure everything's nice and in place once again. So everything looks pretty good. We're not completely done yet, but I'm going to go ahead and tighten down our positive screw. Nice and snug. Alright, and now go ahead and clip all these excess wires that are hanging out. These out of the way. So when I get these these positive excess wires and I clip them, I want to kind of pull these coils down out of the way a little bit so I don't end up popping a coil or clipping the wrong one. Okay. Got it. Pull this guy down a little bit. Okay. Got it. Now I just go in and make sure, you know, nothing's touching. We are dealing with stainless steel mesh here. This is, you know, like I said before, a pretty dangerous build. Things can go wrong. You can get hot spots on your coils if you don't oxidize your mesh completely and make sure that it's not conductive. It can ground out in the bottom of your atomizer. Hence, you know, explosions. Fun stuff. So I just want to go in and mess with it a little bit. My spacing is very, my spacing being even is very important on my wraps. And we're installed. Looking pretty nice. So now what I want to do is clip this excess stainless steel off so I can fit my cap on. And you might want to cover that because it'll go flying. I don't want to shoot anybody in the eye with it. And we'll get the next guy. Little trimmage. Now, push. Push. Now the reason that I angled these wicks like this is you're actually going to fill up your well with juice all around there until it's actually full. The stainless steel mesh, the heat drawing on it loves to pull all the liquid all the way up. So you can go ahead and fill up that well. But what we're going to do is put this on the ohm reader, make sure everything's nice and stable, and try it out. Alright guys, so we've got our build installed and everything. I threw it on the reader and it's reading a 0.23, not bad. I would highly strongly suggest that you don't use anything other than a Sony 30 amp battery with this build. It can be very dangerous. The amp rating on the battery is very important in this case. You know, with anything under 30 amps, it cannot really withhold this build. It's too low resistance. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how evenly this thing's burning. It's very important that it does that. Let's fire it off. That looks pretty damn good. Alright guys, so now we're going to see how it chucks. And that's looking pretty decent. Alright, so now we're going to take our strawberry cheesecake, give it a little shake. Go ahead and fill up that well. Maybe about 6 drops on each side or so. Throw our cap on, make sure our air holes are facing our coils. Let's see how it vapes. Alright guys, thanks for checking out the video. This build was rad. It turned out great. It's actually, you know, the build that I rock on both of my atomizers. Once again, remind yourself, be safe, be careful. This is a very more advanced build. It's very dangerous. The low resistance rating was, you know, 0.23. You don't want to use anything less than a 30 amp battery. Check out the videos to come. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our website, www.southcoastvapor.com. And thanks for checking it out. I'll talk to you guys soon.